Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the horse racing world lately. You might have heard about the Jockey Club's recent efforts to tackle some big challenges, but what's really going on here? Let me break it down for you, and trust me, there's more to this story than meets the eye. First off, Everett Dobson, the chair of the Jockey Club, dropped some serious insights at their roundtable conference. And no, it wasn't just another industry meeting. What makes this really interesting is the urgency in his tone. He's not just talking about minor tweaks, he's calling for a complete shift in how the sport approaches its future. Personally, I think this is a wake-up call the industry desperately needs. Here's why. Dobson hammered home the point that growth doesn't come from regulation or cutting costs, it comes from building a sustainable ecosystem. And that starts with fans. New fans, to be precise. It's a simple idea, but what many people don't realize is how rarely this is prioritized in horse racing. Other sports? They're all over it. But racing? It's like we're still figuring out the playbook. Now, let's talk about the FanDuel TV void. FanDuel's decision to reduce racing coverage is a big deal, but here's where it gets fascinating. Dobson sees this as an opportunity, not just a problem. He's hinting at a new streaming-focused outlet, which, if you ask me, is long overdue. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a game-changer. Today's fans aren't sitting in front of cable TVs, they're streaming, scrolling, and engaging on digital platforms. The Jockey Club seems to get that, and that's huge. But here's the kicker, it's not just about where the content is delivered, it's about how it's packaged. Racing needs to feel modern, accessible, and exciting. Otherwise, what's the point? Another detail I find fascinating is their focus on scientific research, specifically the SNIP analysis. This isn't just nerdy science stuff, it's about the long-term health of the sport. Dobson mentioned that the coefficient of inbreeding is increasing at an alarming rate. That's a red flag, folks. What this really suggests is that the industry is at a crossroads. If we don't address genetic health now, we're looking at bigger problems down the line. The SNP analysis could be a game-changer for breeders, giving them clearer insights into a horse's genetic makeup. But here's the thing, will breeders actually use it? That's where education and adoption come into play. It's not enough to have the tool, people need to understand its value. And let's not forget about regional markets. Dobson announced that the Jockey Club is stepping up to support state and regional racing organizations. This raises a deeper question, why hasn't this been a priority sooner? Many of the biggest challenges in racing are local, not national. By dedicating resources to these areas, the Jockey Club is acknowledging that a rising tide lifts all boats. But in my opinion, this needs to be more than just lip service. It needs to be actionable, consistent, and measurable. Otherwise, it's just another promise that fades into the background. So, what's the bigger picture here? The Jockey Club is trying to tackle fan development, genetic health, and regional support all at once. That's ambitious, and frankly, it's necessary. But here's my takeaway, it's not enough to just announce initiatives. Execution is everything. Will they follow through? Will the industry embrace these changes? That's what I'll be watching closely. Because if they get this right, it could be a new era for horse racing. If not, well, let's just say the clock is ticking. What do you think? Is the Jockey Club on the right track, or are they biting off more than they can chew? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this analysis interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of horse racing. Until next time, keep thinking, keep questioning, and keep the conversation going.